Yes, we've been on weather alert since yesterday. Last night it rained ice blocks. That is called hailstorm. We had hailstorm yesterday. Thanks to each and every one of you that reached out to us. We are okay, and in fact, it's another day. It's a blessing to see yet another day. And I want to, before I proceed to what I have for us today, I want to encourage everybody to please pay attention to the time. We're heading really close. The time is near. And there's something the Bible warned us about this season, about false prophets. So please beware of false prophets who are going to impersonate. They are going to look like what you can trust. And they will come with prophecies that are false. Beware of false prophets. Pay attention and keep praying and keep watching. And according to Jude, in the epistle of Jude, know God, know the word of God deeper, deeper that you have always known it for yourself. Know the word of God for yourself. All right, it feels like I'm a bit moody this morning. Sometimes, the more you continue to hear stories of people and you are seeing these people are actually people and they are going through this, it can make you feel bad. And I think one of the reasons people are going through what they are going through is because they don't learn from what has happened to others. You come to Facebook, a lot of people are spending so much time on the social media, but then you just come scrolling, baselessly scrolling. Sometimes when we go in, let's pay attention to what we're going to do. Because right now, social media is like a world market. Everything is there, depending on who you are. If you are trying to go into business, when you come in, start looking for, type, put it on the search bar and scroll on that aspect. If you are trying to find prayer warriors to join, when you go on the Facebook, you put it on the search bar, you're going to find people who are all praying. But when you just come in a whole large market, you don't know what to watch. When you see videos, you look at the title, you go to comment section, you try to use the comments to analyze what is in the video. Please, let's learn to watch videos. When you come to living and cleaving, we're here talking about marriages that failed and why they failed. We're talking about people that did it the right way, those that did it the wrong way, and the outcome of it. We're talking about people who are courting and the things that they're going to see in their courtship. We're talking about where it's just like a revelation of the things we see in a relationship. So if that's not why you are here, then there's no point scrolling. But when you come here and you want to hear stories of what has happened to people, and you know that tomorrow you are going to get into a relationship or you're already in a relationship, then when you come here, scroll. But when people fall into relationship ditches and then they start getting back, coming to us, oh, so you know about us. Okay, what have you seen? This is a third time we're coming across ladies that went to native doctors with a guy, with the guys that intended to marry them. The first one sacrificed her womb so that the guy would make money, so much money, and come and marry her. The second one, the native doctor said they were going to cut half of the girl's life. So if this girl was supposed to be 20 years, then they'll cut it 10. If she was supposed to have lived for 100 years, they're going to cut it down to 50 years. And then they will, whatever they did for the guy to make money. And then this third one, the native doctor also told the girl, if you wanted your man to be so rich, it's going to cost you something, and that is your womb. You will never carry a baby. So both the guy and the lady, they discussed it and they agreed. I could tell that this lady was more in love with the guy. And the lady's like, I'll do it for you, please. Anything for you, baby. Anything for you. I'll do it. Anything. And I want you to be comfortable. No, we can't be poor. We're tired being poor. We're tired being poor. So the lady doctor did whatever they did. And finally, these two people became very rich. Of course, the guy, they did it for the guy. Okay. The guy became so rich. They have traveled around the whole world. Of course, they got married. As husband and wife, they have traveled everywhere. The girl has cars. They have different kinds of cars. They're living in a very big house. But they are tired because now there's no child in the house. Guess what the guy did? The very, very first story. The guy left his girlfriend and married his girlfriend's best friend. The second one, the one they gave half life. Her man blocked her everywhere and went and started with another woman who could give her paper. And guess what the guy was saying? He said, "This one now is almost finished. She's finished. Very soon she's going to die. So what am I going to do with the rest of half of my life?" And that was why. That was a very good reason. I don't know where people's conscience are. It was a very good reason, and he was bold to say it. Just like the other first one, when they finally caught him, he said, "I decided to go with her friend, her closest friend, because she can't give me baby." Are you serious? This very last one now, the lady suggested that if we become so rich and we can't give birth, we can go and adopt. And the man bought the idea, said that's a very good idea. So now money is everywhere, house, big house, no babies. Guess what the guy did? He sneaked outside and got someone pregnant. Here is things to know. In Living and Cleaving, we've repeatedly said if a man wants to marry you, once they have found you and they're so much in love, perhaps their business is not moving so well. They do not have everything it takes to come and marry you. Their communication is going to be top notch. And because they love you, they tell you everything. They can even come and tell you to please put my business in prayers and all the rest of it. If you have agreed as a lady to marry the man, and the both of you are now working together, praying together, and all the rest of it, there's something that I trust good women for. They know how to turn that lemon into lemonade. If you open up and tell them the truth, they know exactly how to help you. But for crying out loud, a man comes into your life, they want to marry you, and all they say every day, they just from their nostrils, they keep breathing out, "I love you, I love you, I love you." No good communication, actually. Then all of a sudden, you are running up and down as a lady. I don't want to lose my man, my man, my man. I love him, I love him. A man that loves you will not do anything to hurt you. They will not cheat on you. They will not hurt your feelings. They will think of something before you think of it. Their communication is super, is top notch, and is usually about you, your relationship, your future. He's having a very beautiful networking because he doesn't want another person to come and take you away from him. But ladies, we make so much mistakes, and the ladies that usually make these mistakes are those ladies that will never give you peace as a man tomorrow if they marry you. A lady that will come out today and say, "Hey, I will do everything to marry him. He's my love. I love him. I love him." No, your love alone cannot carry a marriage. If the man loves you, he does everything. And if you're a good woman, once he has given you clue of where he has stopped, you help him to rise, and both of you rise together. You do not stand up as a woman and say you want to go give your womb because you're just so desperate to answer him, madam. You sacrifice your womb. Eh? If you're a good woman in this generation, what you want to do is to go to native doctors to go do sacrifice so that your man will have money. For how long? Because all those things, they don't last forever. They usually have a date that they expire. You see, all these three relationships that I talked to you about, all those ladies that sacrificed those big things that every time you think about it is enough to just die. The men ended up leaving them. Just like I'm encouraging men, don't wake up in a relationship just because you asked the girl, "Will you marry me?" and she said yes. All of a sudden, you start training her in school. To train your woman in school is very beautiful, but train them when you are sure they are yours. And while training them, be sure that they're not going to come out to come and be bigger than you. You will be a mechanic, you will be a nobody. You send your lady to a whole university. They come out and they call you illiterate. It's been happening, but we're not learning from what is happening to others. Please, let's stop making these whole mistakes. Jesus is coming back. Yes. That's why he will plant us to come and talk about the fact that he's coming back. He will also plant us, give us another assignment to come into families. Who are the people going to heaven? If families are going to be looking like this. Did you realize families have become a war front? A war front. In my final analysis, there's a lot of disappointments out there. Men are crying. Women are crying. This man here went to train this girl in school. The girl came out and called him illiterate. You know, they think the men thought of the fact that this guy did many jobs, did all kinds of things, did not rest. Sometimes, if you follow their story, sometimes you realize that they will lose their mother. They did not care for their mother because they were training someone in school. And that person comes out and calls the guy illiterate. And it doesn't stop there. They go ahead and marry somebody else. The same way a man comes out and act like they care. But apart from, spitting it from their nostril that they care, there's no commitment, no tangible commitment, no sensible interaction. Communication is always like they go work, they just go all over the whole place. They don't want to talk about the marriage. They go all over the whole place, talking about every other person and talking about every other thing. It doesn't make sense. And then how one of the characteristics of those people is that the same people that say I don't talk, because what you don't know is that they are orators. The day the real trouble will escalate, you realize they are orators. They can say anything. They were just there for deception. Some of those people see one of the things they do. If you guys have issues now, if they want to call you a fool, but they don't want to really call you directly, they'll go and bring